Let us begin with a discussion on communication. The word communication derived from the Latin root communis means common. This indicated that when we communicate, we are trying to establish commonness with someone through a message. Communication is a conscious attempt to establish simple meaning. It is a process of getting a source from the receiver turned together for a particular message or a series of messages. In fact, communication is so diverse concept that the attempt to create a generally accepted definition became so predominantly involved in it hinders that helps in clarifying and understanding the subject. Thus, communication covers a wide topic area. Any definition of a communication would be too general, too complex, and too fragmented. We can explain various aspects of communication with definitions, but they would not be integrated. Different ways to define communication are as under. In this class, we are going to learn about nature and purpose of communication. What is communication, scope of communication, nature of communication, and importance of communication. So let us begin with a discussion on communication. What is communication? Communication is about moving or passing something about, conveying or sending or delivering information is called communication. It is a two-way process in which messages are transferred from source to the receiver. It is a conscious attempt to share information, ideas, attitudes, and the like with others. Communication is a process of interaction. In a particular situation, two or more individuals interact. They try to influence the ideas, attitude, knowledge, and behavior of each other. Communication sometimes has an impact and change occurs as a result of interaction. Its impacts is due to information. One passes the gestures, expressions, language, or expression and tone. Example, modulation. For effective communication, the communicator understands the target and the purpose of communication, the right person to receive it, the impact of terms of knowledge, attitudes, and skills. Communication is a discriminatory response of an organism to stimulus. Communication is the process by which information and feelings are exchanged among individuals through common symbols, signs, or behavior. Communication is a dynamic process, ongoing and ever-changing, which involves 5 major elements. The 5 elements are the message, sender, transmission medium, the receiver, and the feedback. Communication is the process person attempt to transmit through ideas, wishes, or emotions or others to be received. Then it is a very same meaning. The majority of the explanations involve participation of the actor who are over the message or content, some sort of interaction. By done, commonly understood means with some effect. Analysis has also shown that elements are involved in your communication. Since our major interest is to transfer technology, we can define communication as a process by which extension worker independently in a group or through a media exchange knowledge, attitude, or skills on behalf of the organization with any members of forming community through such ways that each gains intellectual capacity, understanding, and use of the message. This is not complete view of the process of communication, but will provide our purpose. Communication is frequently thought as happening by means of verbal symbols, but socio-psychological analysis requires that attention to be paid to full range of symbols that may be used of human beings, including gestures, tone, facial expressions, drum beats, telegraphic click, flags, smoke, signal, color, size, distance, sign, or any signal. Experts say the communication is composed of different methods: words, voice, tone, and non-verbal clues. Of this, some are more effective in delivering a message than others. According to research, in a conversation or verbal exchange, words are 7% effective. Tone of voice is 38% effective. Non-verbal clues are 55% effective. Here, some of the elements of speaking, they are body language, voice quality, intention, manner, dress and clothing, visual aids and animation, eye contact, emotional contact, energy, strength, self-concept, concept of others, listening, hearing, and underlying message, speaking from the heart, energy, setting, time, place, timing, and how two messengers hold the message. Sensitivity, rhythm and spacing, attitude and confidence, rapport, agenda. Purpose of communication, knowing what you want to communicate, clarity, and silent centering looking. For effective communication, the communicator understands the target and the purpose of communication, the right person to receive it, the impact of in terms of knowledge, attitude, and skills. There are three levels of communication: action, information, and relationship. Let me explain about relationship. The important reasons for communication is to build relationship with other people through rapport, building through verbal behavior, vocal behavior. Example, attending conference. Subject experts from different parts of India, individual, build rapport for academic purpose, such as syllabus, restructuring, future expectations, etc. Information. Building relationship leads to information sharing. It is a shape of our thinking and it dynamic. The communication is a matter of creating meaning out of that information. The receiver should understand the right meaning of information. How to create meaning? By turning information to ideas. Action. The reason for communication is promotion of action. The key of effective action is not giving accurate information but persuasive ideas. Any idea in any thought that can be expressed in a sentence. We have to find out the quality of an idea but how meaningful it is. The purpose of communication is to create and share ideas. Scope of communication. Every communicative act is based on something that conveys meaning, and that conveyance is the message. The message may be either verbal or spoken or written or non-verbal. Language, physical appearance or vocal tone. Messages may also come from our context, the place and time of the communication. For instance, if you choose to make a critical comment to someone, the place and the time you choose to make the comment will make a big impact on how it will be received. Messages that are heard come through conversation, interviews, presentation, telephones, radio, and other audio media. Sight and sound are the two most frequent communication channels used in our society. When the receiver gets the message through hearing, feeling, touching, or smelling, he or she will usually give feedback, unconsciously or consciously. Thus, the communication process is ongoing. The worst assumption a sender of a message can make it as the message will be received as intended. So many things can go wrong during the communication process that we should always assume that something will go wrong and take steps to prevent the occurrence. Barriers to good communication are always present. For instance, the language itself can be a barrier. Unclear wordings, slang, jargon, and tone. Another barrier is the failure of the sender to realize that his or her body language might contradict the spoken language. The channel used to convey the message might be wrong. In case, if you would not use the telephone, would not to write the message on paper. Poor listening skills can contribute the barrier also. Nature of communication deals with. Communication includes common understanding. Communication is not just passing on information or any message by one person to another or many people. It involves common understanding between sender and receiver and the receiver of the message. What communicator really wants to convey should be understood in the same structure, meaning, form, outline, experience, and other characteristics of the message by its receiver is known as real communication. Communication is a process in any occurrence which illustrates a non-stop change in time or any continuous action or treatment. In this situation, communication is a process in which the operation of communication is continuously changing as the communication process. Thus, communication is not an intermittent but a continuous function of human beings preferred to connect. In other words, it can be said that it is a dynamic, ongoing, ever-changing, continuous act. The components within the process work together, each one affects the other. In fact, one cannot freeze communication at any point, but must consider. It is byproduct of interacting individuals. A message from one individual creates a response from the other, which then became a message for the first individual in a continuous process. Communication occurs many means. Communication is such a process which occurs by many means, at many levels, at many reasons, with many people, in many ways. Thus, it does not true the only specific way or means it requires to communicate any message. Communication engage interdependence. The reciprocal mutual dependence or give and take process is known as interdependence. Communication is generally a two-way process involving stimulus and response among organisms, and hence it is both reciprocal and altering. There is a constant exchange of role in communication. As role change, each takes of the function of the other. Communication thus involves an interdependent relationship between the participants. On the other hand, the level of interdependence may differ from circumstances to circumstance. Communication process contains a number of parts. It is easiest form. Communication contains at least 3 parts. Examples: expression, interpretation, and response. Several variables are concerned in each one part of the communication process. Communication occurs within contributors or participants. Communication takes place within participants as well as between them. In other words, it can be said that one has to be part of the process of communication to make it possible. Communication is determined by abilities and susceptibility of an individual to be active in the process. Fundamentally, all communication is the process of managing and converting raw sensory data into fundamentally consumable or processable units of information. Communication takes place at many levels. There are at least 4 different levels of point of focus from which communication may be visualized. The level are interpersonal, intrapersonal, organizational, and interorganizational communication. Communication takes place without uttering words also. All the time, it is not necessary to empty words or spoken symbol to make process of communication possible. It is observed that many times other than word symbols also make process of communication possible. The symbols like gestures, movement, facial expression, eyebrows, lips, arms, tongue, movements, and many other ways are also used for communication. Communication has many varieties. There are more than one ways to convey same content or message to other in a process of communication. For example, wish someone person can say Namaskar, good morning, Jai Mataji. Communication is essential to all human beings. Communication is essential for everybody. From morning to evening, we need to communicate any message to others. Without communication, everything is difficult. It makes everyone social responsible, active, progressive, motivated, interested, dynamic, and full of life. Fidelity varies from one communication situation to other. Ideal communication is important and infrequent. If ever, achieved communication effectiveness differ from one situation to another. Timing is critical. However, clearly expressed and well presented your message may be. If it arrive at the wrong time, you might also not have bothered. Old news is often worse than no news. Consequently, it is important to ensure that the channels you see really deliver at the time you need them. Purpose of communication. Purpose of any communication as defined by Aristotle is a search of all available means of persuasion. He clearly implied that the major ambition of communication is persuasion or conviction. A school of thought during 7th century, which was known as Faculty of Psychology, made a clear distinction between the mind and the soul. The mind-soul duality and understood at the root for 2 independent purposes of communication. Our purpose was intellectual and the other emotional. By this theory, one purpose of communication was informative and appeal to the mind. The second purpose was persuasive and appeal to the soul and emotions. The third purpose was entertainment, and it was argued with we could classify and intention of the communicator and supporting materials used within these categories. Festinger in 1957 described the purpose of communication as consummatory and instrumental. According to Berlow in 1916, the sole purpose of communication is to influence, to effect with internet. He says that all communication behavior has its purpose, its goal. as the production of the response. When we learn to phrase our purpose in terms of specific response, when we learn to phrase our purpose in terms of message, we have to take the first step towards efficient and effective communication. Agriculture extension workers often forget that they are trying to affect farmers. They get too busy giving out information or reporting research. Berlow 1960 builds in this thesis on the contention that description of the purpose of communication should be in the terms of human behavior and consistent with the way in which people do communicate. However, some authors have made a communication distinction between the purpose of communication and that of mass communication. Other thought described by Sachin for the purpose of communication as an internet reward and delayed reward. He suggested that individuals are rewarded immediately on receiving or producing some kinds of message. Both of this consummate purpose. Composing music for self-satisfaction. As against this, the purpose of some communication could be instrumental. Example, the favorable response produced in an audience is instrumental in producing further behavior on its part. According to Loswell 1948 and Wright and Clapper have illustrated the aims and functions of mass communication as surveillance, interpretation and prescription, transmission of culture and entertainment, etc. Thus, above explanation articulate that the purpose of communication ought to influence, to affect with intent by creative comprehension, understands and perceived use of the message. To fulfill purpose, the approaches used could be informative, persuasive, entertaining or a combination of the same. Importance of communication. Communication is essential to all human association because our society life abounds communication. Communication is cement which holds our society together. People spend 78% of the active time for communication through listening, speaking, reading and writing. This reality shows great importance of communication in human life. We spend 10 to 11 hours in a day for verbal communication. It means there is a great importance of language in the process of communication. It helps in establishing relations with others by means of language. In rural India, nothing is important. The transfer of agriculture technology, communication is essential for this. To overcome the ignorance, poverty, to achieve socio-economic prosperity and progress, communication plays an important role. Detailed information regarding what, how, for whom, where of the new development programs can be disseminated by the way of communication. To solve the problem of the people by giving useful information on the solutions of the problems to the people is possible by communication. To bring physical, mental, social, economical and cultural changes in people, communication plays an important role. To improve level of agriculture knowledge, skill, attitude, adoption and understanding among the farmers, it plays an important role. Without communication, any development work is not possible. It has been considered as an important pillar for all-round development of any nation. Farmers, it is needed. To send latest technology to the farmers, it is needed. For entertainment, communication is essential, and in one word, it can be said that communication is life or exercise of any human organization and nation.